Okay.
Om Bhadram Karnevi Shriyam Deva Bhadram Pashyemashiryajatraha Sthirairange Sushuvagam Sastanobi Vyashema Deva Hitam Yadayu Swastina Indro Vrijashavaha Swastina Pusha Vishwavedaha Swastina Staksharyo Arishtanemi Swastino Brihaspati Dadatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Nay, you want to do it?
No.
No. O ye gods, may we hear with our ears what is auspicious. O worshipful ones, may we with our eyes see always what is auspicious. May we live the entire length of our allotted life well and hearty, offering praises unto thee. May Indra, the ancient and the famous, Pusan, the all-knowing, the Lord of swift motion Vayu, who saves us from all harms, and Brihaspati, who protects the spiritual wealth in us, bless us with the intellectual strength to understand the scriptures and the heroic heart to follow the teachings. Om, peace be, peace be, peace be.
So we finished verse 34.
We are at 35.
35 pe.
Turn the mood
You
on.
have page number
It's 188.
188 pe. So let's do the Sanskrit. It's going to be tough, but I'll try. Vitaraga bhaya krodha
Vitaraga bhaya krodha
Munirveda paragaihi
Munirveda paragaihi
Nirvikalpo hridam drishtaha
Nirvikalpo hridam drishtaha
Prapancho pashamodvayaha
Prapancho pashamodvayaha.
You want to read that?
By the great seers of old who are without attachment.
Hindi?
Free from
Oh,
attachment.
yeah, Hindi.
Free from attachment.
Yeah, I can do that. Vitaraga bhaya krodha means free from attachment, fear and anger. So three things: attachment, fear, and anger. Muni bhihi is by sages. Ved pargaihi is well established in the Vedas. Nirvikalpa, devoid of all imaginations. Nirvikal samadhi hoti na?
Yeah.
He is indeed. Ayam means this. Drushtaha means seer. Prapancha upashamaha, free from the manifold world. Advayaha, non-dual. And I want to tell this word, prapanch suna hai na, Hindi mein bolte hain prapanch mat karo. Because 5 bhoot hote hain na, 5 bhooton ka jo duniya bani hui hai, usko prapanch bolte hain, jo ye sab kuch apne ko dikhai deta hai.
By the great seers of old who are without attachment, fear and anger, who are deeply read and well established in the truths of the Upanishads, this self has been verily realized as totally devoid of all imaginations, and also that it is free from the illusions of the manifold world, and that it is eternally non-dual. The textbook which we are now taking up is a Prakarana Grantha, a textbook of instructions. It is not a Shastra where theories and ideals are elaborately and exhaustively explained, but in a Prakarana Grantha, the masters are compelled by the traditional rules of the particular literary composition to provide the students with the method of sadhana. Again, we have been often repeating that philosophy in India is not a mere blind theory for spiritual propaganda. However great and noble may be the point of view that is indicated by the philosophers, the practical-minded Aryans would not accept it as a philosophy unless he is given therein a way of living by which he too can raise himself to that eminence of perfection pointed out in the discussion. Thus, no Hindu philosophy is complete without its own description of the technique of self-perfection.
So we can just stop here a minute. You know, everybody understood what he's saying. That it just एक philosophy तो बता दी भाई ये होता है, लेकिन वो उसको पहुंचने के लिए तुम्हें क्या करना होगा? Path बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है अपने ये जो जितने भी अपने उपनिषद वगैरह है ना, उन्होंने उन्हें हाईएस्ट ट्रूथ बोला है, एंड देन दे हैव टोल्ड अस हाउ टू रीच देयर, एंड देन वी हैव डिस्कस्ड दैट इन द पास्ट क्लासेस दैट हाउ देयर टेक्निक इज slightly opposite of what the current Western style is. They go from the highest to the lower.
Right.
So they, because their idea is कि अगर किसी को एक बार बोल दो उसको समझ में आ गया तो he should not waste his time. Then he can go on and become master himself. But if you don't understand, then say, okay, if you didn't get it, then do this. If you didn't get it, then do this. So वो lower step पे जाते जाते हैं. So पहले तो सब कुछ highest बता दिया, now technique चालू हुई है. He's telling you what to do now to reach there.
When viewed in this sense, we find that even the materialists called the
Charvakas actually.
Charvakas in Hinduism have been accepted as one of the 6 schools of philosophies because they have not only given their own philosophical point of view that the body is the only reality and that sense enjoyment is the only goal of life, but they have also elaborately scheduled a way of life by which the maximum sense joy can be gained or gathered.
Okay, so Charvakas are the one, when we were going through all the theories, कि वो बता रहे थे ना कि दुनिया कैसे बनी है वगैरह और वो फाइनल सेल्फ क्या है. So Charvakas don't believe in that consciousness. They think body is, ये खाओ पियो मजा करो. But then उन्होंने भी अपनी फिलॉसफी को खाली ये बोल के नहीं छोड़ दिया, हाउ टू मैक्सिमाइज द एंजॉयमेंट, उसका पूरा वो वृत्तांत दिया. Somebody wants to do bodily enjoyment, they can go study the Charvakas and follow and they will get it. उसके बाद में जो मिजरी होएगी वो बात अलग है, you know.
उस लाइफ में एंजॉयमेंट.
हाँ नहीं, इसी लाइफ में भी प्रॉब्लम आएगा. I mean, you know, if you anytime you indulge too much, the sense organ gets tired and the mind wants more and the sense cannot get. See, there are so many problems happen. You know? Sense organs start getting dull after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True to the literary demands of a Prakarna textbook, here Gaurpad is providing us with detailed instructions on the spiritual sadhana for students of Vedanta. Every chapter is concluded with a few stanzas wherein detailed instructions are given and amply made clear. In the chapter that is now under discussion, from this stanza onwards, we have a series of 4 stanzas which give a definite explanation of the technique by which the individuals can rise above the illusory world and come to cognize the non-dual reality behind it.
So one comment I want to make over here is that we all kind of are in the same boat, that हम लोग को that consciousness के बारे में पता चल गया, we know we are not the body and all that, but we don't have that final experience. So now he's telling you the technique by which you can reach that. So only knowing intellectually doesn't do much.
Yeah.
No, I shouldn't say it doesn't do much. We know the goal now.
Yeah.
So that's very important, because at one point if we didn't know this, we don't even know the goal. So then we are just kind of going in a circle. Now we know what goal we have to reach.
In the last stanza, we are told of the statement of the wise who have come to realize the great ideal pointed out in the Upanishads. Continuing the idea and at the same time giving us some of the necessary qualifications of the mind and the intellect which we should develop in ourselves in order to raise ourselves to the point of view of the rishis, we have here a detailed description of the spiritual values of the life lived by these great seers.
Okay, let's see what they are now.
The seers of old have been described here as devoid of all attachment, fear, and anger. The very badge of ignorance and delusion is our mental psychosis, the total negativities of our inner world. A correct estimate of the animalism in us at any moment is a correct measure of the ignorance in us at that moment. The negativity in us or the ignorance in us expresses itself in our life through our psychological and intellectual personalities in terms of our attachments, our hatreds, etc. For the weed of animalism in us, the seed is attachment. We gain an attachment to a thing outside because of our firm belief that the outer sense object is absolutely real.
So this is a very, very important paragraph for us. to contemplate upon. Because he's saying that सब चीज की जड़ी वो, firstly it's coming out of ignorance. So we may say 100 times, I know it is Brahman, but I actually still believe I'm the body. That's where the attachment is coming, he's saying. So we may verbalize and say, मेरे को तो संभालो, मैंने तो गीता को 10 बार पढ़ लिया, मेरे को सारे श्लोक याद है, I know what Krishna Bhagavan is saying, but if I am feeling, negativity in my own mind, it is coming from attachment. Attachment is coming because I'm attached to the body, and it's coming because I'm ignorant of that self still. I mean, there is no more clarity that he's given, that सारी negativity हमारी वो attachment, and ये जो है ना, they put in all together, attachment, fear and anger, and उसका psychology ऐसी बताई है. Attachment is when I want something. I want certain things to be a certain way. And anybody who comes in the way of it, for me, I burst out in anger. So even when we get very angry with our children, it is because we want them to do certain things, because it is our own desire. So any time we are angry, be absolutely sure that you are attached to something and something is coming on its way. And the fear comes, they say, for two things it can come. One is after I gain what I need, I'll be so scared that I'll lose it. Or fear how I'm going to get it. So उसके base में सारा वो ignorance ही है. That's what he's trying to say. Did everybody kind of got that?
Yeah. Negativity, also negativity and ignorance.
Yeah, negativity comes because of the ignorance, he's saying. And because of ignorance, attachment happens. Because of attachment, anger and fear comes. So it's a sequence.
It's a vicious circle.
Yes, it's a vicious circle. But उसकी जड़ में, it is like, I don't believe that I am that self.
True.
Yeah.
Nobody has yet been found in the world who has fallen in love with his own shadow, simply because he knows that the shadow has no reality other than himself. If we have understood that the external world of objects are all as unreal as our shadow, we shall not thereafter dare feel any attachment with them. Where there is no attachment, there cannot be any hatred. Hatred is bred in attachments. Anger and hatred are of the same species. Where there is attachment, rag, there is fear, bhaya too. The Upanishads roar the truth that the supreme reality alone is the state of fearlessness. Fear is where the other exists.
So let's think that about fear also. There's another way of looking at fear, that you're only afraid of when you think that duality, something else. Nobody is afraid of themselves. हमको ये डर लगता है ना कि जब अकेले होता है कोई आ जाएगा. So it's always other. So person who fearlessness means oneness. तभी हम लोग को अपने वालों से नहीं डर लगता है. Because I feel like they are one with me, कोई दूसरा आ जाएगा kind of. So in this philosophical sense, whenever there is two, there will be fear. But there's oneness, there won't be fear. That's one point.
It's very easy to say when we think of burglars hitting a house and we all...
This is a true story that actually happened in Houston. There was some grandma was at home alone. Okay? बच्चे गए थे काम पे, चोर आए to rob her. तो she's so भोला, right? उसने दरवाजा खोला, उसको लगा कोई पता नहीं. She started offering them cookie and milk. और they melted. चोरी वोरी कुछ नहीं की उन्होंने. नहीं. Because I said, my God, this poor grandma is giving me. I've come to rob her and she's giving me milk. Come, beta, come.
It exactly happened with me.
Oh.
I was going to attend a conference and I was preparing the paper. So I went to my dean's house. We were working on this paper. We were writing together. And my whole family was at home. And I came home and somebody was taking the bicycle. Bicycle was outside and he was trying to break the lock and take it. And I said, Namaste ji. मैंने कहा आप आइए अंदर आइए. मुझे नहीं पता वो चोर है। मैंने दरवाजा खोला, मैं दरवाजा पकड़ के खड़ी, मैंने कहा आइए आप अंदर आइए। तो इतने मेरे हस्बैंड आए, बोले कौन है? तो वो तो भागने लग गया। मैंने कहा अरे आप भाग क्यों रहे? फिर पता लगा वो चोर है। फिर मैं सब छोड़ के उसके पीछे। मैं कैसे नहीं भागने दूंगी।
So what I'm trying to say that in that highest level, these people are not scared of burglars
No,
because they
but
look at
there
burglars.
are instances where the burglar comes and they demand to be fed, you know.
Yeah.
तो खिला दो, भूखा होएगा उसको, खिला दो।
ये but यहाँ तो
No, okay, this is a true story.
यहाँ गन
But
के साथ
Gandhi ji,
आते हैं ना।
I love this story. So this is what happened in his ashram. You know, when he used to do prayers, whatever, and then एक आदमी को पकड़ के लेके आए लोग और बोले कि ये चोरी करा था, तो इसको सजा दो। तो वो वन टाइम में खाने का टाइम था, तो गांधी जी ने बोला अच्छा आओ बैठो खाना खाओ। हैं उसको 2 थप्पड़ मारने चाहिए, हम बैठ के खाना खिला रहे हैं उसको। तो बोले चोर है तो भूख तो उसको भी तो लगती है ना। तो उसको खाना वाना खिलाया, वो चोर तो वो चरणों में गिर गया कि भाई oh my God, everybody just hates me because I'm doing this story and you are like caring so much about me, तो वो उसका भक्त बन गया। So I think that what these stories and even your experience and what this grandma did, that if you have goodness in your heart, you have a power to change.
You have a power to change others.
Yes.
To melt their heart.
Yes. And I've heard about that what's his name, Sai Baba, that and other people, and even Ramana Maharishi, it happened one time that some people came and started robbing him, and other people started coming and beating him. We said, don't beat him. You want to take something, let him take. Maybe he needs it more than I do. Their attitude is, you won't believe their attitude.
We came
टॉकिंग
to
ऑफ
America.
एटीट्यूड, ये तुलसीदास की कहानी है कि उनके घर चोर आए तो उन्होंने देखा कि 2 राजकुमार, क्षत्रिय राजकुमार धनुष बाण लेकर के पहरा दे रहे हैं घर पे। यू एवरीबडी हैज हर्ड दिस,
But tell again, it's always nice to hear it.
या सो चोर डर के मारे वापस भाग गए। तो उनको जब उनके दूसरे ग्रुप के लोगों ने पूछा भाई क्या हुआ, तो उन्होंने बताया ऐसे हुआ। वो बात फैलते फैलते तुलसीदास तक गई। तो उन्होंने कहा कि आपके घर के कुटिया के आगे, कुटिया में रहते थे बेचारे, और अंदर क्या वेल्थ थी उनके, कुछ बर्तन वर्तन ऐसी चीजें थी, एक आध चादर वादर थी। तो उन्होंने कहा 2 राजकुमार आपके पहरा देते, वहां तो कोई चोर डर के मारे आ नहीं पाता है। तुलसीदास ने सुना, उनको बहुत दुख हुआ। उन्होंने उठा करके अपने बर्तन चादर सब बाहर फेंक दिए और उन्होंने कहा कि मेरे इतने तुच्छ चीजों के लिए मेरे राम लक्ष्मण को रात में जागो।
How beautiful.
मुझे चाहिए ही नहीं ये सामान, जिसको चाहिए वो वहां से ही ले जाए।
So I tell you,
Just like the
their-
devotion over there,
yes,
you know, I just thought
their
it was so
their
good.
way of thinking is exactly opposite of the worldly people, and
Yeah.
that's what Krishna Bhagwan says. दूसरों की रात होती है तो इनकी दिन होती है। वो जिस ढंग से सोते हैं हम सोच भी नहीं पाते। And then when you analyze it, you realize that for them those things are nothing. You know, the worldly thing that we think like that, holding it to
But
our heart.
some people say, you know, when they are robbed at gunpoint, you take, please save my life. You take whatever you want.
Of course. Why would you?
That is attachment to the life then, I
But
think.
the chore things, you know, he'll be recognized, so
Yeah.
he shoots.
Oh, that's-
So it doesn't go through all the time.
When
you
we
know.
were in America,
You know, the thing is, if you, this path they say is for people who are extremely brave.
No, I
It's
can
gonna
tell you
come.
another story.
Fearless.
I can tell you
Fearlessness.
another story. There was a Daku who came to someone's house and he put the gun on his head.
Uh-huh.
And he was not fearless. He felt that his guru was protecting him.
Oh, okay.
And
Fearful, you mean?
yeah, he was not fearful. I mean, उसने gun भी
हाँ,
रख
उसको
दिया था।
fearlessness थी।
हाँ, तो I think वो कुछ लेकर चला गया, पर उसने मारा नहीं, but so and he could feel that his guru was protecting him. उसको डर ही नहीं लगा, गन भी थी उसके सर पर कभी।
And you know, sometimes हम लोग को लगता है कि दूसरे लोग इतने चोर हैं and all, and this, you know, I'm not trying to put anybody down or anything, nothing like that, but just मेरे मन में वो विचार आया, and I'll just share it with you because this class is like, you know, you will understand what I was thinking. So I go to one of my friend's place long time ago, and you know, there were teenage kids in the house, and one of them left the garage open that night. बंद करने में भूल गए वो लोग, रात को आए थे,
Can happen, yeah.
चोरी हो गई उनके घर में. So and that's a good neighborhood, but who knows, you know, there are drug addicts and you know, and they took. So then I was saying that, oh my God, we felt so bad and we literally felt responsible कि हम उनके घर में मेहमान थे और इनकी जब वजह से हो गया, whatever, I don't know. So he said, then the man says, oh, don't worry about it. I'm going to get everything back from the insurance anyway. And what I do is I'm just going to inflate everything on my, thing. And I'm going to get it. मैंने सोचा कि चोर बड़ा चोर कौन है भाई? I swear. So we can label other people as thieves, but his mentality was worse than him.
They organize that they go down.
Yes,
Something should be
yes.
burnt
Okay.
so they can claim.
Oh.
Or
हाँ वो
what
तो
is it,
करते हैं,
chapter
that's common.
13? Is it
जब
chapter
बिकते नहीं
13
थे
they
property, they
declare?
used to burn them.
Of
Yeah.
bankruptcy. They declare
So we
bankruptcy.
call chore to these petty people, who are doing this, but there are bigger chores in this world.
In this country, they declare bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy or tax ka evasion,
Yeah.
everything is story. My God, it is. And then other incident I will tell you. So I go to this another friend's house one time, and she said कि उसकी बेटी ना 13 साल की थी, very sweet girl and all that, and very nice family. Then we started talking and all that. And she said, आजकल मेरी बेटी ना झूठ बोलने लगी है. And that girl across the street, उससे सीख रही है बस. So I said, yeah, then you have to make sure that, so I'm like, I believed it. फिर आगे बात निकली तो she said कि हम लोग जो है ना एक ट्रिप पे जा रहे हैं. हम लोग तो मैं बोला अच्छा, तो बोली कि हाँ, और वो स्कूल से छुट्टी नहीं मिलती है, तो मैंने उसको बोला कि मेरी दादी की तबीयत बहुत ख़राब है, इसलिए तुम अपनी बेटी को बोला बोलने के लिए. तो मैंने बोला हाय राम, वो नहीं सिखा रहा उसको, तू सिखा रही है. तो blaming and I tell you, she had absolutely no clue that she was teaching the daughter how to lie.
Children learn.
Yes, children learn from you, not they give more value to what you do.
Yeah.
So those are, and it's like if you don't study these philosophy, you will never even pick up on those things.
Yeah.
You gotta sit and meditate upon it, and then you gotta say, hey, am I doing something like that? No, I'm not pointing to them, and then I say, no, sometimes we very innocently say, oh, Falana busy, cannot come on the phone. He may be doing nothing, and you're just lying. Why don't you just say he doesn't feel like talking to you right now, he'll talk to you later. Falana nahi hai ghar mein.
Because they don't want to hurt the feeling.
I know, but you can say it other way, but we also blatantly lie and do things.
Yeah.
And
we do a lot of lies.
it becomes such a...
Everybody lies.
But then you're teaching when you're little kids.
Yeah.
We are so polluted, we don't even know that we are lying.
Fight
We
in
just-
front of the kids.
we just
That's the
lie.
worst,
all the time.
No, but even with
We
this
don't
case
even
of
know that we are lying.
Yeah.
I
Everybody
tell
lies
myself,
to us. These
I
small,
teach
small
my
lies
kids
we
no
do
lies.
to protect
But
ourselves,
they
to
always
protect
say